The 10 worst crossover video games. Let me see what he's talking about. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. So Jump Force was ass? Nigga, I thought Jump Force was hard. Nah, ain't no way they saying Jump Force is hard. There's no way, nigga. I thought Jump Force was probably one. Jump Force to me, I thought that game was hard as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I thought that shit was so clean. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Nigga said it was ass, but me, I was playing that hoe, nigga. I would go. I think my main thing was like Goku, Naruto. Who was the other nigga? I can't think. But nigga, Jump Force was hard. I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, this shit is bad. This shit was hard as hell. Here you go. Y'all nigga, bro, God, this shit was hard. Oh yeah, and Trunks. This shit was hard.
And today we're taking a look at the 10 worst video game crossovers. These were the times where no fandom was happy with the end result.
All right, Furball. What's the big idea?
Okay, I didn't play that shit. But bro, Jump Force was hard, bro. Y'all tripping. Jump Force was hard.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
They only good the people who was asked at real fight game. Look, here you go. Okay, now I didn't play this.
He's here.
On the surface, it seemed as if
anybody playing this shit
was ready to evolve alongside modern fighting games.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Nobody was playing this.
Story mode and a revert back to the original game's 2v2 format. Even though Infinite does feel good to play,
yeah, anybody playing this, bro.
Lackluster. Much of the roster is just ripped from MVC3, and there isn't any impact behind hits, combos, or hyper combos, and the story mode is a freaking train wreck of cringy dialogue and poorly explained plot lines. MVCI got such a bad rap from fans that it
nobody playing this, bro.
For almost an entire decade.
I'm gonna be real.
Before we got the MVC collection.
They're playing this shit.
I call this baby the Infinity Buster. Let it rip, kid.
Air Guys, God Bless the Ring.
I don't know what this is. That man's turned to a cheetah?
For a 3D arena fighter, Air Guys is a pretty decent game. The controls could be a little less janky and stilted, but for the most part, it's serviceable. The big issue with this game, however, is its handling of the Final Fantasy VII cast. Ehrgeiz lets you play as Cloud, Tifa, Sephiroth, Yuffie, Vincent, and Zack, but there's just one big problem with all these guest characters. They all play the same and have moves that do not fit their characters whatsoever. Look, we can kind of...
This game wasn't that bad. I've never heard of this shit.
Pile driver, but Cloud or Yuffie locking someone in an armbar or headlock is something neither of them would ever do. Don't they all have large bladed weapons they can use instead? Ready?
What the fuck?
Combat versus...
Hell nah. Hell nah. I'm not letting this slide. I ain't letting this one slide. Hell nah. Nigga, this shit was hard, nigga. Fuck that. Nah, I'm not letting this slide, nigga. Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe was one of the hardest fighting games I ever fucking played. Nigga, Flash was so OP. Oh my, I hated niggas that played with Flash. You couldn't beat the nigga that played with Flash. Nigga, but this game was hard, bro. Fuck that. Nigga, this was one of my favorite fucking fighting games. Fuck that. This shit was not a bad crossover. This shit was hard. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about.
The princess.
Nigga, this shit would go. This shit went crazy.
Didn't I kill the last guy that called me that?
At the time,
nigga, this shit went crazy. Captain Marvel ass.
Warner Brothers is really okay with seeing
bro. This game was hard, bro. There's no way niggas really say this game was ass. This game was really that shit. Like, what the fuck? This game was fine as hell.
Blown up to bits by Sonya Blade? Well, not entirely. While the awkward controls were enough to make this crossover unsavory,
bro, this game was tough. Niggas is they're tripping.
Was in how it baby-proofed all of the Mortal Kombat aspects. Tell us, what kind of a Mortal Kombat game would it be, crossover or not, if the finishing moves cannot have any blood or viscera?
Okay, that's true, but nigga, I didn't care about that back then.
By the lazy worlds colliding.
That is true. Like, that shit was not bloody as for real. But this game was still hard as fuck.
Worse than it could have been.
If you were anything like Shao Kahn,
You will find no refuge here. Your fate will be decided by the Elder Gods.
Nicktoons MLB.
Okay, yeah, this game was fucking ass. I ain't gonna lie, this game was far. This game was sorry as shit. Nigga, I remember I asked my mama to buy me this motherfucking game for my birthday. And she didn't. She gave me the money to buy it myself. This was the worst fucking game I ever bought with my own motherfucking money. This game was shit. Now, I can agree with this. This game was ass. This game was ass as shit.
Already, Nicktoons
This game
is off to a horrible start.
Yeah, that's what I was. I had it on 362. This game was ass. This shit was ass.
Nickelodeon characters are playing alongside
Bro, this game was so fucking horrible.
Major League Baseball players. Okay.
This game was fucking
This game
horrible.
makes it a Nickelodeon video game outside of just appearance. Well, nothing really. Only some of the roster has special abilities, and even if you want just a team of Nicktoons characters, the game won't let you do that. You can only choose 5. The ballparks don't even have anything interesting going on that isn't just visuals. It's just a bland mess.
Bro, this game was ass, bro.
Love baseball and Nickelodeon cartoons, not one or the other.
I think all the fans would agree with you.
Mario and Sonic at the Sochi 20.
How the fuck is this a bad crossover? See, alright, bro. Who made this damn list? Cause ain't no fucking way they say this game is ass. They finna piss me off.
14 Winter Olympic Games.
I'm finna get pissed off. Cause no way you say this was bad. Nigga, Mario vs. Sonic is legendary.
The Mario and Sonic franchise is decent for the most part. They may only be mid-collections of minigames, but
Decent is fucking crazy.
entertaining to play once in a blue moon. As for Sochi 2014, this was the absolute worst entry in the entire franchise. Whereas the first Winter Olympics...
I ain't lie, I feel like the person that made this just don't get no ass, cause this shit was hard.
Sochi 2014 felt like just a soulless cash grab. Not only was the selection of events mundane and pretty much the same as the previous game, but the controls somehow got worse compared to the previous game. We're not quite sure how you...
Yeah, it
pull
is
that
true.
off.
That is true. Olympic was better. But this shit wasn't ass,
Sonic
though.
games have suffered from a pretty middling reputation now, even after Tokyo 2020 made its way to Switch. PlayStation Move Heroes.
I don't know what this
Something
is.
is afoot. I'd say no one is above suspicion.
No, it is not the last of the mundane minigame-centric crossover.
Yeah, I don't know what. I ain't never played this shit.
This was one of Sony's worst outings. PlayStation Move Heroes finally made our dreams come true by putting Sly, Jack, Daxter, Ratchet, and Clank.
Not gonna lie, that Daxter game on PSP is so fucking legendary. I never got to beat the game though, but that Daxter game, that was one of the ones.
Into
I ain't gonna lie, that was one of the ones.
to save their respective worlds from calamity.
Daxter was one of the ones.
Unfortunately, this was not the epic adventure we had been hoping for. PlayStation Move Heroes turned out to be nothing more than a slew of boring platforming and combat challenges that for some reason could only be done with the PlayStation Move controllers, which barely worked half of the time.
Wasn't those little joystick thing? I remember that when that shit first dropped. Wasn't it on PS3?
Looking gross as hell? Nah, dude, send it back. PlayStation All-Stars was worth the wait compared to this.
Yeah, I'm up.
Wasn't
for a
that with the little joystick shit?
competition.
Or not so
If there was, I remember that shit. Nigga, nobody wanted that shit.
Punch Time Explosion.
Versus Bill Gax.
I don't know what the fuck this is either.
Kevin 11. 3, 2, 1. Fight!
Speaking of Smash Brothers copycats, Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion made the right calls on which characters to include, for the most part. It's kind of confusing my chowder is in here, but whatever. Even though every character mirrored someone from Nintendo,
Yeah, wasn't that with the shit, the little joystick shit?
the sheer lack of originality wasn't the problem here, it was the lack of refinement. Punch Time Explosion's animations and physics
Yeah, like, this shit look
bad
ass.
that it makes the game look like a technical mess. Many of the animations look like they were only keyframed, while visual and audio effects often cut each other off randomly. Honestly, you'd think we were playing an alpha build with this game.
Yeah, ain't nobody playing this. Ain't nobody playing that stupid shit. I'm gonna be real.
Go Fusion.
Oh, this is new. I don't know what this is.
While our previous entries were technical messes or
Wait a minute, ain't that the game with the little pops thing that be in the story? Who the fuck? Hey, bro. If you really a grown man or a grown woman or a teenager, whatever you want to call it, and you buy a game based off pop heads that be at Walmart, something really you need to think about your life decisions, bro. Cause there's no way you buying some shit. There's no way you buying something like this. I'm just gonna be real. Don't piss me off.
failed in providing quality gameplay.
Cause who buying this?
Is, well, a mash of both problems and more. Here we have a game that wants to be a third-person shooter, but also a platformer, but also a puzzle game, but also a boss gauntlet, but also a collectathon, but also melee combat oriented, but also open world, if possible. While the game only saw minor visual bugs, Funko Fusion's biggest crime here, though, is the simple lack of direction.
I just see a dinosaur pushing a stroller. Alright.
And what better way to display that than the IP selection for this massive crossover? When you have IPs appealing to kids like Five Nights at Freddy's and He-Man, mixing in with more adult IPs like Hot Fuzz, The Thing, and Invincible, we gotta ask, who's your demographic?
Like, what is this supposed to be?
Spyro Orange, The Cortex Conspiracy, and Crash Bandicoot Purple, Ripto's Rampage. When it comes
Some people don't even make no damn games. Cause what's going on?
Both Spyro fans and Crash fans have a deep love and appreciation for each other. However, that same passion was not represented in Crash Purple and Spyro Orange. While both feature some 2D platforming gameplay, most of your time is spent playing uneventful minigames that somehow get Crash and Spyro to team up, foil their villain's plot. Yeah, nothing about these games makes any sense, and the sheer mundanity caused both fandoms to reject this fantasy we once desired. At least we've seen the two together in later, significantly better games like Skylanders Imaginators and Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Jump Force.
I don't give a damn what you say, Kyla. Jump Force to me is still a top 5 fighting game. I said it, nigga. Jump Force to me is a top 5 fighting game. I don't give a damn. That shit fun to me. That shit is fun.
What was to be the biggest celebration of Shonen Jump's history became one of the worst.
And you say this shit wasn't fun.
Ever saw in 20
This shit was fun as hell.
Jump Force was the weirdest and ugliest crossover game to have come out at the
Oh,
time.
he hating.
Why would you want your
He
manga
hating.
and anime characters looking
hating.
as realistic as
He
they
hating.
are here?
He
It
hating.
was arguably
Bro, y'all hating, bro. This shit was fun. Y'all hating, bro.
Visuals or the bloated story, not even the lackluster level design. No, it was mainly the gameplay.
Y'all hating,
itself.
bro.
This was a fighting game that required absolutely no strategy here. You could practically button mash your worries away.
I ain't gonna lie. I damn sure was button mashing though. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely was button mashing. I ain't know no type of combos.
No thought put into it. The only credit we can give it is how it managed to make Yugi a viable fighter against Goku.
Bro, this shit was hard, bro. Bro, this game was hard, bro.
What's the worst video game crossover
Bro.
you've played?
Bro, that shit was hard, bro. I don't care. Jump Force was a fire-ass game. You just fucking hating. Jump Force really was that shit. And we being real here.